Hi there everyone, your pal Ral here with another vlog. So, got some shoes in the mail, and in the past I've never really been one to really fret too much about shoes, but I need a new pair of shoes for volleyball, and these are the shoes that I normally use for volleyball. These are some kind of Asics Gel Venture 8, and you can kind of see here, but like the insole, it's kind of showing some wear and tear. I've had these shoes for about a year, and I only use these for volleyball. So I think I got these like the second half of the last indoor season last year. So let's say January or February when I started using these shoes, and then once indoor season ended, I did not use these at all during beach or anything. I would wear these to the gym sometimes if I was exercising, but for the most part, I just strictly use these for volleyball. And I mean, they've been nice, but these aren't like actual volleyball shoes. They're just a pair of shoes that I happen to use for volleyball. So the shoes that I ordered here are like actual volleyball shoes. So it's going to be my first time owning a pair of volleyball shoes, and I'm pretty excited. I don't really know what to expect, and I am playing volleyball later tonight, which is like this came at a convenient time. I was expecting this to arrive on Monday, but yeah, let me just open this up. And these are also Asics. I've started wearing them a lot more recently, mainly because of Haikyuu, because like thanks to Haikyuu, I've associated Asics with volleyball, and from what I've been seeing around online, they are pretty good volleyball shoes. Actually, this is a funny story. There was a different pair of volleyball shoes I wanted to order, which were the I have it typed out, Asics Netburner Ballistic FF3. I was watching an Elevate Yourself video. Excellent channel, by the way, and I was like, okay, when I'll order a pair of those shoes, and it just so happened like at the time I was considering it, they were on sale, so I did order them, but then Amazon canceled the order for whatever reason. Maybe like the store that was shipping it through Amazon just ran out or whatever, so that was about a month ago or something, but yeah. These shoes are not those. These are a different pair of volleyball shoes after just doing some research and whatnot. And these are nice. These are the Asics Sky Elite FF MT2. From what I've heard, they are pretty good shoes, and they actually look really neat too. Yeah, I like the colors, the blue and green. I mean, that's kind of part of my branding or whatever. But yeah, I'm not really sure like what to expect with putting these on. I could do like a quick little wearing. Okay, so I put one of the shoes on, and first impressions is they feel nice. They feel a little bit tight, but maybe it's just because I need to break them in. And yeah, it feels like I get some nice support to them. There's another pair of Asics I just wear for everyday use right now, and they are terrible. I get like no support like right here, like in this part of my foot. So yeah. There are different types of shoes, and I'm starting to realize that because I've never really cared about that. But yeah, this is going to be interesting trying these out. So I guess now I can just jump cut and give my thoughts on it afterwards. So I'm back home from playing volleyball, and wearing these shoes was an interesting experience, particularly with the left shoe. I don't know, it just felt weird right here on my foot, but I just assume that's just because these shoes have not been broken in yet. So, like, and they just need to like stretch more to I guess be a better fit for my feet. But overall, I do like these shoes. So whenever I play volleyball, I do quite a bit of jumping just because when I play on Thursdays, right now I am like in the intermediate men's league that I'm in. I'm playing opposite of the setters, so I'm usually on the right side of the court when I'm in the front row, and I'm trying to get the hang of blocking, but like doing a lot of jumping with trying to block, jumping when hitting, things like that. Of course, there's always like the jumping when we're doing hitting lines before we play. But on Tuesdays as well, I play outside hitter, so I do a lot of jumping. And the cushion here for these shoes, like when I land, like right here specifically, it absorbs the impact of my jumps, which is nice. So like I'm not like feeling the floor as much like with some of the other shoes that I've worn. Like these shoes in particular, since I've worn out the insoles of this shoe, it's not as bad as on this shoe. Like I can feel the impact from the floor when I land a little bit more on these. So yeah, I think it just takes a little bit more getting used to wearing these shoes, just breaking them in a little bit more. But I'm satisfied with the purchase. I mean, these are my first pair of volleyball shoes, so all I'm going to be doing is using these for volleyball. They're not going to like, I'm not going to use this for like everyday wear or anything. Plus, I do like the design. I do like the green and blue. But, yeah. And I guess this pair of shoes can be like my workout shoes now. But even when I go to practice playing volleyball on Saturdays at the gym I go to, I guess I could wear these a little bit just to help break them in a little bit more. But yeah, they are pretty comfortable. Again, like they're a little bit tight, but that's because these are new. So yeah, and hopefully these last me quite a bit. If I can get like a full year of playing out of these, that'd be nice. I mean, let's see, with my other shoes, so there was like a good like couple months where I wasn't using them, so like maybe 3 months in total. So I got about 9 months of use out of these shoes, and I feel like I probably could have gotten more if I just didn't order these. So yeah, and I'll probably take like better care of these shoes. I don't know if keeping them in the bag or anything, because with these, all I did was just like stuff them in my bag and then just not even do anything. Like I wouldn't. Like I probably could have taken them out of my bag when I wasn't using them. That way, like they're not like being like scrunched up in there. So that I probably could have gotten some more use out of these shoes because of that. But yeah, so what I'm going to be doing with these Asics in particular, if I'm not playing, then they're not going to be in my gym bag. So yeah, I don't know. I've never really been one to be this considerate with shoes. I've only like really worn them just for everyday use. But I can see now like why people have a pair of shoes specifically for whatever sport they play, like basketball or volleyball or whatever. So yeah. And after wearing this a little bit, this could give me some more insight in what I want out of a pair of volleyball shoes in the future. I might just get the same pair again, or I might just get a different pair and try to experiment. I don't know. But yeah. Now, on to other news. This has nothing to do with volleyball, but when I did come home from that, I did go on Twitter and see some pretty unfortunate news, and that is that Akira Toriyama passed away. And that is a huge blow to the anime and manga community because the Dragon Ball franchise is, bar none, one of the most iconic anime series. A lot of like shonen anime series basically look up to Dragon Ball as like this high standard. Within good reason. It's an anime that pretty much everyone knows, even if they don't watch anime. For me, in particular, I watched Dragon Ball Z a lot as a kid. I watched a good portion of Dragon Ball when it was on Toonami. Watched a little bit of GT. Watched all of Super. I've been saying this for a while, but I want to rewatch Dragon Ball. Like watch it through all the way subbed, and I think I'm gonna do that next. Like the next big anime series I'm gonna watch is probably gonna be Dragon Ball because it meant a lot to me as a kid, and it continues to do so. As a kid, me and my friends would pretend we were Dragon Ball characters, and I mean, you're kidding yourself if you are an anime fan and you say that you've never attempted to fire a Kamehameha wave. Like, that's like the iconic attack in any anime. Like, if you think of like some kind of like special attack, like that's the one you think of. But like, yeah, Dragon Ball has it has been very, very influential in anime, manga, and even outside of that. It's been referenced, been influential towards a lot of things, and it's a tough loss dealing with it. Gosh, that's really. I was actually looking forward to Dragon Ball Daima. I don't know what the status of that is going to be because I believe Akira Toriyama was actually working on that, but yeah, it's it's it sucks. Sucks a lot, and just like from briefly just going on Twitter, so many people are devastated within good reason. Akira Toriyama has like with just creating Dragon Ball by itself, like that's done a lot of good for people. It's yeah, and not even that, but like Doctor Slump is another one of his popular works. He does the art for the Dragon Quest series. Oh, he's done a lot. He's done a lot, and I think nearly every person that has created an anime or manga series, they owe a bit of what they do to Akira Toriyama. I personally think that. I mean, that might be different for what other people think, but like, I truly do think that his work has inspired many of these other creators. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Weird, weird way to just end it off, just shifting from talking about shoes to Dragon Ball, but yeah, I'm getting off here. If you want, you can talk about like your own sports / volleyball shoes. You can talk about Dragon Ball. Feel free to talk about whatever. Later.